Hi guys. So I'm outside this morning and sorry my hair isn't done, but I just like put new color in it because I'm old. I'm old and I looked at my hair and went, ooh, okay, it's time for color. So hopefully the dog won't start barking a whole bunch and the cars won't be so bad, but this is the best lighting. So in today's video, I want to talk about a couple things. One is sickness, and then one is food recipes. So it was so funny because I would say about 3 weeks ago, I ended up getting bronchitis. And I hadn't had bronchitis since college, so it's like 25 years, okay? And so I got bronchitis, and I did have to take some antibiotics because it was just getting too bad, but I only took them for like 5 days. But it was so funny because people were like, well, but you eat so healthy, like, why would you get sick? And I'm like, because people get sick? Like, I'm sorry, but I haven't been sick in like years like this, especially, and I hardly ever get a common cold. So, like, bugs don't, it doesn't matter. Like, my immunity is pretty high because I do eat healthy, but that doesn't mean that I won't ever get sick. And so I think that was I just thought that was hilarious that they just thought because I ate healthy that I would never ever get sick. And I'm like, I can't help it that there's some superbug that decided it loved me. So anyway, yeah, vegans get sick. Plant-based people get sick. Healthy people get sick. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't get as sick as much as people who eat the standard American diet. So I'm okay with getting sick, once a year or once every 5 years, or not having bronchitis for 25 years and getting it. Like, it's okay. But I just thought that was hilarious. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is a lot of times when you go plant-based, it's hard to find recipes, and like people are asking me for recipes, and go to Pinterest. If you want recipes, go to Pinterest, but just know that they're not healthy. A lot of them are like vegan junk food, but they're good transition foods. So like, I guess transition recipes. You can always take your current recipe and like try to substitute out eggs and milk and whatever. But we just don't eat that way, I guess. And so I don't know even how to explain it except for the fact that we just eat plain. I don't know. It's so hard to explain. We just take a bunch of stuff and we throw it in a pot and we cook it. Like, it's not even a recipe. It's just, once your taste buds change over from the standard American diet to like actual vegetables and fruits and stuff and grains, it tastes a whole lot better than if I were to tell somebody who's on the standard American diet, well, I eat plain rice with a little bit of pepper. Like, to them, they're like, oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Where's the butter? I got to have at least butter in there. It's like, no, like, I don't know. I just love rice, and I love brown rice with pepper. Like, that's all I need on it, and it tastes great. A lot of times I'll just grab fruit and eat fruit, or I'll put multiple pieces of fruit in a bowl and it's a fruit salad. Like, there really isn't, I don't really cook hardly anymore, and it kind of sucks. Oh my gosh, there we go. It kind of sucks because like my family still they eat more vegetarian, and every once in a while if they're out, they'll eat meat. So for me to try to cook something for them, it's really hard. So sometimes then I'll hit Pinterest. Yeah, I live on a farm. So I'll hit Pinterest and try to pull up some recipes, or there's a few recipes that I've gotten from Dr. Furman or Dr. McDougall that we like. Dr. Furman's black bean burgers. Oh my gosh, shut up! We really like his black bean burgers. He does make them with turkey, but you don't have to. There's a vegan option, and so we use the vegan option. My husband and boys really like those burgers, and they freeze really well. So it's a really great option for us to eat. I also do his chickpea curry in a hurry. And then They're just doing it because I'm sitting out here. And then there's Chef AJ's red lentil chili that I do. I also do her, I think it's just called mushroom chili. But I think those are just on YouTube for free that you can look them up. Let's see. I don't know. There's just not a lot of, I guess we have our staples of, we do a Mexican pasta. So I kind of made this up because I like to throw vegetables in pasta, and then we ran out of pasta sauce. So we just threw in like a whole can of salsa. And so we put in I just cook I have to be gluten free. So I cook a rice and quinoa pasta, and then I put in a can of salsa, and I put in a can of black beans, and at least a cup or two of corn, and if we want to add tomatoes or peppers or whatever, we can, and then we just mix it around, and it makes a nice cold pasta. So that's basically, seriously, the only recipes that we're doing at the moment. If you follow me on Pinterest, I will try to leave a link in the description for Pinterest, but I have a allergy-free eating, which doesn't mean allergy-free for everybody else. It means allergy-free for me. So it does have nuts in there some, but I don't really use a lot of the nut recipes. The cauliflower sticky wings and the cauliflower sesame wings or whatever, those are good. Sometimes we'll do those. But yeah, we don't really recipe too much. It's pretty much hunt for your own stuff. So I'll make a big, huge pot of rice. I'll make a bunch of potatoes ahead of time, especially sweet potatoes. I like bulk sweet potato. I steam 4 or 5 of them all together and put them in the fridge. And if people want them, they can just pull them out. And I love plain sweet potatoes with black beans. That's it. Just as a meal. Salads. We don't really eat salad, I guess, per se. I eat greens every day in my smoothie, and I do a smoothie every morning. My main smoothie is 2 bananas, a cup of almond milk, 2 cups of some sort of fruit, and most of the time I use mango, frozen mango, and then I put in 2 huge handfuls, it's this much of greens, and I throw those in there and I blend it all up. Lately, I've been putting protein powder in because the more I've been exercising and working out, I'm sorry, this lighting just kind of sucks. But the more I've been working out, my muscles have been a little more tired and sore. And so I'm not a big bean eater. My body doesn't like protein, and it's easier to assimilate, something that's already broke down. So I've been trying out adding protein powder back in, and I just use what is it? It's at Walgreens. It's not Vega or whatever. I don't use that. Oh, Purely Inspired is what I use. Purely Inspired organic protein powder, chocolate, vanilla. It doesn't matter. And then, I don't know, yesterday. Okay, so yesterday what I ended up eating, and this is kind of, I know this video is running long and I'm just blah, blah, blahing. But, so I wasn't really hungry until 11:30. And so I decided that I was just going to I asked my husband if he wanted me to make him something. And so I grabbed, out of these little tiny baby potatoes that I had, 5 or 6 of those were left in a bag. And then I cut up 2 bigger potatoes, the Yukon Golds. I added some onions that we had left over in the house from a party we had. So onions. And I threw in some squashes that were going bad. I had a yellow squash and I had a little zucchini. And then I threw in a cup of peas that was left over in our frozen pea bag. There was just nothing there. And 2 carrots. That's what I did. And I just cooked that all up, and we just had salt and pepper on it, and that's what we ate. Lightweight couldn't finish his. So we ate that, and then for I guess I had an afternoon snack of 2 bananas, and I guess about 2 cups of watermelon. I don't know, I just cut off part of the watermelon and ate it. And then for dinner I had a Subway salad because it was church day, so we have to kind of eat out that day. So I had a Subway salad that was all vegetables, and then I have them put the sweet onion on it. And then, did I eat anything else after that? Oh yeah, I came home. I had one of Dr. Furman's black bean burgers because I had that left over in the fridge, and I was hungry. Subway salads, like I could eat 3 times that amount of stuff, so that wasn't quite enough. So when we had a break before church started, I came home and I ate one of Dr. Furman's black bean burgers. And then I had, what else did I eat with that? Oh, a pound of strawberries with like a 1/4 cup of like just ground oats on it and a little bit of sugar because the strawberries weren't very sweet. And so like that's what I ate. So there's not really recipes, and so people are like, why don't you have some recipes? And it's like, well, there's other people on YouTube that make recipes. I just go and grab some fruit or whatever and I eat it. I just put stuff together. It's not really a recipe. It's just, oh, this sounds good and this sounds good and this is going bad. So I'm going to throw all this stuff into a pan and that's what we're eating. And I've always kind of cooked that way, but yeah, every once in a while we'll recipe it up with the ones that I just mentioned, but we're just not recipe people. So that's kind of my little vloggy rant for today is, yeah, people still get sick, and no, I don't cook with recipes. I just eat food. That's real. So thanks for watching, and I don't know if it helped you at all, but maybe it did for somebody who's first starting out, but see you later.